What is up, y'all? It's your boy Townsman, and welcome to part 3 of Litchfield, a peaceful western town audiobook. So, before we get into it, I just want to say that I know it has been 6 months since my last upload on YouTube, but I do want to say that everything has been going good. My second semester at Ferris State University went very well. I did take a lot of classes though, so I was working my absolute tail off the entire semester. But I passed all my classes, everything went very well, and I just decided to take a break from YouTube to enjoy my summer. And I most certainly have done that. My summer job has been going great. It has been so much fun to visit with family and friends and just have a great time, enjoy the warm weather and just do some fun things. So I took a little break. Now I wish I would have said something about that so then you guys wouldn't wonder why I haven't been uploading for quite some time. I know most YouTubers use Twitter and post tweets or updates, but I've tried it before and I do not like using Twitter, so don't expect me to make a Twitter account because I definitely will not. I do know YouTube has a little community feature, so what I want to try to do in the future is to try to make posts, I think they're called posts, on the community feature. I've never used it before, if you can already tell, but I'm going to try using it to send updates that way. Or just things that YouTubers would say, like, hey, this is coming at this time. Like, I'm uploading this at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Which, I don't know if I could be that specific on my uploads, but in the future, we could. So, but probably just updates if videos are coming, if videos are not coming, or what kind of videos are coming. I will say right now that I want to do a few more audiobooks, maybe some vlogs, and then I would love to get some more content as I go through my second year at Ferris State University, which starts later this month. But I wanted to get a few videos in before I move back to another dorm. I'm not going to be living in the same dorm I was in the first few videos you saw of me at Ferris. So I'll be living somewhere different, but before then, I wanted to get some videos up, including this one. And as you guys can see, I'm wearing glasses. This has only been a week, actually a little bit less. I got these 5 days ago from when this video was uploaded. So these are quite new, but I do love wearing these. I believe that's everything. Community features, glasses, take a break to enjoy summer. Yeah, I think that's it. So I just wanted to give you guys that quick update. If you guys have not, also, I'm glad I thought of this right now. If you guys have not seen part 1 and part 2 of Litchfield, pause this video, and in the description below should be a link to the playlist. So please make sure you check that out, alright? So, feels good to be back on YouTube. I again apologize for the 6 months delay. I don't want to have another delay be half a year. I'm going to try to avoid it, and I'm sure I definitely can do just that. But without further ado, let's get into part 3 of Litchfield, a peaceful western town. Story 3, The Mysterious Townsman. Miles away from Litchfield was a small town called Harrisonville. It was a smaller town than Litchfield, with less horses and fewer people, but it was as wealthy as Litchfield. On the evening of March 24th, 1908, the people in Harrisonville were enjoying their evening, when suddenly, some of the townspeople saw a huge group of terrifying bandits. All of them came riding on their horses, wearing all dark clothes. The townspeople were getting scared. The leader of the crew was a man named Magnus. He was tall, had an evil look on his brown-skinned face, and had a stiff neck. He wore all black like his bandits. But he was different because he had a badge. This also meant he was the leader of the big gang. He looked around the town. The townspeople kept their distance. "Looks like a fine town," Magnus commented with confidence. "I'm sure would be nice if I could take this town over," Magnus shouted. The townspeople were frightened and confused. "What do you want?" a townsperson asked. Magnus took a grim look. "I want this town, mainly because me and my group of bandits are running out of living space. We live in a town called Gardner, and it's just getting too small for all of us to live," Magnus stated. "Why don't you build a bigger community? More houses?" another asked. Magnus was becoming more angry. "That's too much work. It'll be easier to kill all of you and take over this town." Magnus shouted with anger and pride. The townspeople started to run away. "Bandits, fire!" Magnus shouted. Magnus and his bandits started shooting all the townspeople. In about a minute, everyone was dead. 2 of Magnus's bandits were killed as well. "Look at all these fine idiots," Magnus murmured. "Take care of all these bodies. We'll figure out how much this town will need sooner or later." Magnus thought he killed everyone, but one townsman was hiding in the bushes. The townsman took one of the horses and ran for his life. The townsman took some water and food with him just in case. The townsman was hoping to find a new place to live, sooner than later. 2 days later, on March 26, 1908, it was a cloudy morning in Litchfield. Roger and Martin got back from collecting farm animal food to give to Henry. Tate and Lisa made breakfast. Roger and Martin came to eat with them. Once they were finished, there was a knock on the door. Roger sat up to open it. It was Tate's friend, Joshua. Joshua was a black-skinned boy with short black hair. He had great brown eyes and had an oval-shaped face. "Hello, Joshua," Roger greeted. "What can I do for you?" "I'm here to tell Tate that we have to do our jobs," Joshua declared. Tate heard and went out the door with Joshua. Adults had their daily jobs, so did the kids. The kids helped take care of the farm animals, and others helped wash clothes. Tate and Joshua helped clean the clothes, along with their best friends Abigail and Samantha. Abigail had long, beautiful brown hair with flawless white skin. She had green eyes and was Tate's height. Samantha had shorter blonde hair compared to Abigail's. Samantha had tan skin with an ellipse-style face. They were all the same age and best friends. They had all known each other since they were little kids. After about 10 minutes of work, Abigail spotted a man on his horse. It was the Townsman from Harrisonville. "Guys, look!" Abigail exclaimed. Tate, Samantha, and Joshua all turned their heads to look at the Townsman. The Townsman just stared at the kids. "You kids have any food or drinks?" he asked weakly. Abigail went to Henry to tell him about the Townsman. Henry came outside with Abigail to take a peek at this Townsman. "How may I help you?" Henry asked politely. "I'm looking for some food and something to drink, because I've been traveling for 2 days, looking for a place to stay," the stranger replied. "All right, we have stuff you can have. Give me your horse, and I'll give you something to eat," Henry replied back. The stranger was taken into Litchfield's saloon. There were many choices of food and drinks for him. After the townsman ordered his meal, Roger and Martin came inside for a break. "Haven't seen you around here before," Martin insisted. Martin was good at recognizing faces. "He's just here for some food. He's been traveling for a long time," Henry declared. Henry left the bar to do his work. "What's your name?" Roger asked curiously. "Gerardo." "So, Gerardo, why are you here?" Martin asked, sounding curious. Gerardo told them the story. "Well, I'm here because my town, Harrisonville, was attacked by a man named Magnus. He and his bandits killed everyone except me because I escaped fast enough. I killed 2 of his henchmen while I was hiding in the bushes. And then I made my move, traveled for almost 2 days, and ended up here." Roger believed it, but Martin had more questions. "What does this Magnus look like?" Martin asked. "He's tall, stiff-necked, wears all black," Gerardo explained. "Well, Gerardo, you can stay at my place for a while. You may feel free to get some rest," Roger offered politely. "Thanks," Gerardo declared, "but I think I'll leave tonight. This place doesn't fit my liking." "Then why choose here?" Martin asked confusedly. "It's better than nothing. Now, please show me where your place is," Gerardo insisted. Later that night, Gerardo was back at Roger's house. Roger gave him water for his trip. "Good luck to ya," Roger said thoughtfully. "Adios," Gerardo yelled as he rode away. Tate, Roger, and Martin all watched Gerardo ride off into the distance. "What was he like?" Tate asked curiously. "I consider him a mysterious townsman," Martin explained. Gerardo nodded his head in agreement. Tate was hoping that Gerardo would be able to find a new home.